Fringe nut job and Arizona's gubernatorial loser Kari Lake has decided that she is in fact not going to concede to Katie Hobbs, and she says that she has assembled a team of legal avengers to look into what happened in Arizona. But you don't need lawyers, Kari, to do that. You don't have to pay people lots of money. Here, I'll tell you what happened for free. You got fewer votes, and you lost. It's literally that simple. That is what happened to you. The voters rejected you. Sorry, but you lost. But here is what Kari Lake had to say this week. Rest assured, I have assembled the best and brightest legal team, and we are exploring every avenue to correct the many wrongs that have been done this past week. I'm doing everything in my power to right these wrongs. And I guess everything in her power means going down to Mar-a-Lago and meeting with Donald Trump and his lawyers, because that's exactly what she did yesterday. After she released that statement yesterday morning, she then flew down to Mar-a-Lago, where she was having dinner with Trump. She was hanging out with Trump's lawyer, Alina Habba, who has done a bang-up job to the point where she was just sanctioned for tens of thousands of dollars by a judge. So yeah, Kari, good job hiring the best and brightest, right? Here's the thing. Were there some irregularities in Arizona? Absolutely. Nobody questions that. Did any of those irregularities depress or suppress the vote? There is no evidence that that happened. Furthermore, is there any evidence whatsoever to suggest that these irregularities were malicious? The answer to that is 100% no. So here is what happened for those who aren't fully aware of the irregularities that took place in Arizona. They printed out a bunch of ballots in, I think, about 70 counties. And those ballots in those 70 counties were printed too lightly for the machine to read. Basically, the ink setting, whatever, wasn't set to black. It was kind of like a dark gray. And because it wasn't full on black, the scanner thing couldn't read it. So people had to wait. They had to wait for them to reprint new ballots, or the other option was you can go ahead and use one of these lighter ballots and you put it in this special box right here, and it will just be hand counted instead of scanned in. Or you can just sit and wait for a new ballot. You can come back later, whatever. Fewer than 7% of voters in Arizona even experience those problems at all. And again, there's no evidence that it depressed the vote whatsoever, because they had the redundancies. Like, you can still fill it out and we'll just count it by hand. Or wait for the other one, put it in the machine, and you're good to go. So people were still allowed to vote, right? Nobody was told, nope, you can't do it, or ballots are screwed up, bye, maybe next time. That's not what happened. So if you assemble a legal team, they're going to look at that. They're going to have the same information I just gave you, and they're going to say, okay, well, there's nothing we can do. What they're going to try to do is prove that this was somehow malicious, right? Because if the voting officials intentionally gave them crappy ballots, oh, then we've got a case. But there's no evidence of that, right? Some rogue employee who went to print them said, I'm going to change the font color slightly to where the machines can't read it. That didn't happen. But Kari Lake wants attention. She doesn't want to be known as a Republican loser, but that's exactly what she is. So she's doing the Trump tactic of saying everything was stolen, everything is fraud, everything is fake, I won, I'm the winner, but you're not. You can hire all the lawyers you want, you can hobnob with Donald Trump, but it's not going to change the fact that the voters rejected you. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our Ring of Fire channel here.